Previously,
Professor Xavier has been relocated to the mansion. The prognosis is not good. Members of the X-Men and X-Factor join forces to hunt down X-Force and Cable. Storm, Beast, Archangel, Iceman, and Quicksilver begin to track down the Horsemen of Apocalypse in hopes of locating their missing teammates, Scott Summers and Jean Grey. Back at the mansion, Bishop remained behind to protect the Professor and thank the one above all that he did, because something sinister showed up. And finally, the combined forces of X-Factor and X-Men confront the battle-ready X-Force. In the fourth week of November of 1992, X-Force, issue 16, was released. This is that story, the fourth verse, part 4 of the X-Cutioner's song. Cyclops and Jean Grey in the hands of the MLF. Apocalypse reawakened from a healing sleep. The combined X-Men and X-Factor teams prepared to do battle with the renegade X-Force unit. The X-Cutioner song continues. None of us wants this fight, but we're more than ready for it. Guess the choice is yours, Cannonball states firmly. Havoc replies, Sam, believe me, we don't want this either. Please, turn yourselves in. Tell us what Cable is up to. Rick from behind. We don't know what the old man is doing, Hawk. Farrell. They're gonna attack! You don't understand. I can smell them. They're gonna attack, but not if we do it first. Farrell leaps into action. No, wait, Sam screams out. Stan Lee and the Marvel team from 1992 proudly presents X-Force in a tale of betrayal and hope. Jack Lightning. The X-Men and X-Factor squaring off against X-Force. Rogue screams out, That does it. They can't be trusted. We have to take them down. You'll find out pretty quickly, Rogue, Cannonball calls out. We're not y'all's new mutants anymore. X-Force, we don't go down that easy, Cannonball exclaims fiercely as he cannonballs a punch right into Havoc's jaw. And we slide over to Wolverine and Shatterstar. Lord Wolverine, forgive my trespass, but a cadre warrior prefers death to capture. Wolverine goes, It's okay, kid. Just means the claws will be used for real. We have Siren and Jamie, who used to have some kind of relationship. Jamie, after all we shared, don't make me fight ya. Siren, not to be rude, but what exactly have we shared? Besides, your sonic screams triggering my duplicates. It is a chaotic battle, compounded by the emotional fervor, built upon the recognition that their mutual struggle to reach their desired goal, the hope that man and mutant kind could one day live in harmony, will forevermore be reached by vastly different methods. And as the battle is taking place, you see Strong Guy calling out for Rain as she confronts Richter. I don't want to, Richter says. I'm sorry, but you've brought this on yourself, Rain responds to Richter as she attacks Rogue in her southern drawl. Boomagal, hate to tell you, sugar. And Boomer goes, come on, feel it, Rogue, as she starts sending her little bombs at the indestructible Rogue. Your plasma bombs don't do diddly against me, Rogue exclaims as she punches Boomer. With Strong Guy and Warpath in their own tussle. Not bad, Warpath. Quite a punch, actually. But did anyone tell you that I absorb kinetic energy? And to coin a phrase, the madder Guido gets, the stronger he hits. Right in the face. Lorna is trying to defuse the situation with Sunspot. Roberto, don't fight us. You can't. Win, Polaris? Don't you understand? No matter the outcome. This is one fight. Neither team can truly win. And Wolverine responds, Says you, bub, as he slams right into Shatterstar's gut. Shatterstar, that does it. Rain, I'm sorry, Richter says as Vashoom he uses his seismic blast, his seismic vibes. The blast Wolfsbane off her feet. But this ends now. X-Force, regroup. We're out of here, Cannonball states as he stands over a prone Havoc. No, not all of you. Not quite as prone, as he sends a plasma burst out at X-Force. Havoc's plasma burst nailed Rick, one X-Force member calls out. Why are we running away? Are you quitting on us, Guthrie? Farrell asks. We're not quitting, Farrell. At the rate we were going, We wouldn't have lasted another 2 minutes. At least this gives us a chance to catch our breath and figure out what to do. As we pan over the combined forces of X-Men and X-Factor in their battery state. Wolverine, where are you going? Havoc asks. You clean house here, Summers. Tend to the wounded. They're hiding somewhere in the woods round this creek. That's a hunting ground out there, and I'm the hunter, Wolverine says menacingly. Meanwhile, at a warehouse complex off the Chesapeake Bay, the X-Men's blackboard craft silently touches down, and a determined fighting unit prepares to search for their missing friends. Archangel, Quicksilver, Storm, Iceman Colossus, and the Beast, children of the Atom, riders of the wave of genetic fire, steeling themselves for a fight against a madman who believes only the fit should survive, and only he can determine who the survivors shall be. Archangel states, not the kind of place I'd expect to find Apocalypse. We do become jaded by the trappings of villainous excess, don't we? Quicksilver responds. Storm chimes in. The cerebral scanner is reading Caliban's mutagenic signature. Archangel, Quicksilver, perform an aerial and an all-terrain reconnaissance of the warehouse, Storm orders. Colossus gasps. Boy. Quicksilver, I never dreamt you were this fast. Ah, Pietro, ever fleet of feet. Have you noticed anything in your frenetic sojourn? Beast questions. Nothing from the ground. If they are here, they are waiting for us inside, Quicksilver replies. Then let's oblige them, shall we? Beast screams as he leaps up in the air. Peter! I am with you, Hank. Colossus breaks open the wall, or the door, whatever that thing is. The scanner indicates interior movement, Storm calls out. I don't see anything, Earl. Be prepared. Black as pitch in here. Where are they? There's X-Men call out. Got us, Hank. Above you, Storm screams out. Yes! Beast, above you. Now on top of you. And my blight inside of you as well. Famine, Oro calls out as Beast is emaciated. She is desiccating the Beast, Colossus cries out. She is not alone, Peter Nikolaevich. Caliban is also with her. And though it pains me to do so, I must stop you all from undermining my master's goals, Caliban calls out as he slugs Colossus right in the back of the head. Crack! That does it! It doesn't matter that Caliban used to be our friend. I'm putting him on ice, Bobby calls out. Bobby, as we have practiced, our powers working in unison, Oro also chimes in. I only count these two. There's no sign of Apocalypse anywhere, Archangel screams out to the rest of his team. Oro and I are working on Caliban together. She's creating a low-level blanket of heavy moisture in the air, and I'm automatically freezing it, Iceman calls back to Archangel. Which should leave Caliban easy enough prey for an assault of neurodarts from my wings, Archangel declares. Frish, 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 ah! And here is a little food for thought for the emancipating crone, Quicksilver says as he clotheslines Famine. My metabolism is so fast her touch can barely affect me, the fleet-of-footed Quicksilver declares to his enemies. Phew, but just enough to win me. Hank, how are you? Colossus asked the very skinny, very hungry Beast. Hungry. There's something here inside the ice mound, Archangel states. It's an electronic device of some kind. Tick. All of a sudden, a giant holographic form. If this is being seen, then I assume the Horsemen have been defeated and the X-Men have advanced to the next level of the game. A holographic projection of Mr. Sinister? What's he got to do with this? Archangel exclaims as a hologram is speaking. Do not be overly upset by my machinations, children of Xavier, but it was I who abducted your friends, and now my part in this mad game concludes. But do not allow my participation to deter you from your original goal, for Apocalypse, unbeknownst even to him, is still the cause of this madness, and therefore a means to an end. As the holographic visage of Mr. Sinister disappears, Archangel cries out, We're being played for fools, and we're still no closer to finding Apocalypse. No closer to slicing him to ribbons as he damages just stuff lying around with his metal wings. Xavier's mansion, Westchester, New York. Yap, yap. Release them now, Sinister, Bishop declares with both guns blazing. You ask me if I am prepared to die for Charles Xavier. That answer is obvious. The real question is not whether I am prepared, but are you? Yipe, Jubilee says from behind Bishop. Would that the children of Xavier had the courage to settle their problems so cleanly, Sinister screams out, as he still has Val and the other lady held by their necks. I, among many, know that you do not. Bishop states double tap as Sinister is shot right in the head with his futuristic gun. The only guilt I feel is not having prevented you from bespoiling these hollowed halls. We zoom in on Bishop with Jubilee just behind his shoulder as he is checking the wound of Mr. Sinister. Arrgh! Bishop gasps out as Sinister grabs him. I am pleased, Bishop. He smacks against the ground. Hey! Jubilee bounces back as well. To find an X-Man worthy of the world we live in and allow me to alleviate your guilt, Sinister says with a giant hole in his forehead. The grotesque and damaged Mr. Sinister continues by assuring you my presence in this home is to be considered an honor, for I am the means to your beloved Xavier's salvation. I am the one who is going to point you running dogs in the right direction. And though as much as the thought of killing you all right now appeals to me, my first mission, Sinister says as he grabs Bishop, one which will only be enhanced if you stop the perpetrator of this nefarious scheme. Val, from the floor, tell us who, where? Where? I truly do not know, Valerie. As for who, Mr. Sinister says as he tosses a photographic evidence, him. And Val's face is shocked Pikachu face. A Molten Chalet safe house outside of Davisdorf, Switzerland. Professor, status report. The man called Cable asks his electronic computer device he calls the Professor. There has been an escalation in maneuvers, Nathan. Mr. Sinister has visited the mansion. X-Force is engaged in West Texas. Caliban and Famine have been defeated in Virginia. Too much happening too quickly. Only one person can be responsible for all of it. It's time to take him down once and for all, Cable says as he is collecting his armaments. Man to man. And quite literally, face to face, Cable declares as he is armed ready for a one-man war. Somewhere, the unconscious forms of Cyclops and Jean Grey are being dragged by Mutant Liberation Front member Forearm. Zero. The boss wanted to see these two, right? He questions. Right, one day, buddy, I swear I'm gonna get you to talk. But I'm hard of here before he comes. Forearm says as he looks at the silent Zero. Zero, bring them to me, we hear off panel. Awaken them. Zero touches their foreheads, and Scott Summers and Jean Grey are awake. Jean. Scott, what happened? As our two captured X-Men slowly come back to their senses. Where are we? How did we get in our uniform? They question each other. Please, calm yourselves. And Scott turns around. Who? Allow me to introduce myself, X-Men. I am Strife, the crown prince of mutant kind, and you, the king and queen of what is to come. Father, mother, welcome to the end of tomorrow. A farm field in Texas. Time for the crops to come down. Cannonball tells his team, keep moving. Farrell, you picking up any pursuit? Can't smell a thing. And with Irish's racket, can't hear a thing either. You can be sure there's one person they've sent after us, Sunspot states. Got that right, kid. The mutant known as Wolverine says as he comes flying out of the woods. Splash! Wolverine tackles and takes down Cannonball. But Farrell is hot on his heels. Missed! Skaroom! I think I saw him go that way. Sunspot calls out as he continues to blast after Wolverine. Draga! Nothing! Cannonball looks at his team. Regroup, everyone, back to back. Call out a perimeter watch. Siren answers, 3 o'clock to 6, Sammy. Nothing here. And a telepathic energy splits out from the front of Siren's forehead. Cyclops, holding a passed out Siren, My psychic knife has done its job admirably. The rest are yours, Logan. Oh, Furl, and she is angry. Schnick, schnicked, and two blades, one on each side of her neck, pop out. Yes, your move, Samuel, as Wolverine holds Furl hostage. Sunspot looks to Cannonball. What do we do? And we look and see the combined forces of Multiple Man, Rogue, Gambit, and Wolfsbane. And when I say multiple man, I mean a lot of them. And of course, what else could they do? Sunspot and Cannonball raise their arms in surrender. And with the surrender, we see Havoc, leader of X Factor, facing Cannonball, leader of X Force. I don't want to do this, Sam. I guess it's a little too late for regrets, ain't it, Alex? Ka-chink, chink. Metallic gloves fasten over Cannonball. Multiple Man, Jamie Madrox, Crater Siren. Wolfsbane looks at Richter with the same power-inhibiting cuffs on his hands. Havoc looks at Wolverine. What do we do now? He asks. Next video, we answer Havoc's question and the hunt for Cable. Hey, where are you going? I didn't get a chance to thank you for watching. And also, to ask you to do the whole YouTube thing. Like if you want the next part, subscribe so you see the future uploads when posted. And of course, commenting and sharing would be awesome. You can also check out my other socials. Links for the Facebook and Instagram are in the video description. Finally, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. And as always, please, take care, keep safe.